Good day everyone, and welcome in Karlovy Vary. Is one of the most famous towns known for its thermal spring water and healing springs. It was built in the 14th century by the father of the Czech lands, King Charles IV. Today I am going to take you with me to enjoy this picturesque morning stroll through the heart of the Karlovy Vary Spa area and resort. We are standing right now in a magic spot on the bank of the Tepla River, at what many consider the very gateway to the spa paradise. We have left the city bustle behind us, and ahead the rich paradise of spa life is just beginning to unfold. We are at the spa resort number 3, a place surrounded by hotels and restaurants. On one side we are greeted by the Hotel Malta, and on the other side the Windsor Spa Hotel with a Plzenka restaurant right next door. Before we move on, let's briefly recall where we are and how it all began. The first spas were established here in 1350 at the command of Emperor Charles IV, right where a hot spring emerged. They were initially called hot baths near Loket. Ahead of us, 700 meters up on the hill, we have a beautiful view of spa number 1. This is the Imperial Bath, where we will finish our tour. But we will not rush there just yet, because ahead of us lies a magnificent journey, where we will explore stunning colonnades and springs, diving deep into the history of this remarkable place. We will explore the surroundings, but also exclusivity. I have to tell you, we are in a world where quality comes at a price. Accommodation here typically range from around €100 to €200 a night. And the restaurants, they are not exactly budget friendly either. We will even check out a menu later to give you a sense of the prices. But it is clearly already this is not a cheap destination. I have to say that. We are now standing close to the spa number 3 that we call Spa House. This is a neo-Gothic beauty. Was built between 1864 and 1866 and was previously known as the Kurhaus. It is older than the famous spa number 1 and quickly became a key center for both treatment and culture. Now I think it is worth to explain the numbers of the spa, like number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These numbers were introduced only after the establishment of the Czechoslovakia in 1918 to simplify orientation among the complex of the spa buildings and resorts. So number 1, it is the Spa 1 Imperial Baths. We are heading there, but it is uphill on the edge of the forest. It was built later between 1893 and 1895, originally named Carlsbad Imperial Baths in honor of the Emperor Franz Joseph I. This neo-Gothic building from 1867, located on the left bank of the Tepla River, between the Military Spa Institute and the Mill Colonnade, is truly a multi-purpose center. It is a spa and wellness. It offers traditional and modern procedures, including balneology, magnetotherapy, and even cosmetic services. The Antonín Dvořák Concert Hall here is a home to the Karlovy Vary Symphony Orchestra, and it is a key screening location during the International Film Festival. So you will find accommodation and restaurant here, with its own pastry production, a swimming pools, and an ambulance. It treats a wide range of ailments, from digestive disorder and metabolic issues to nervous system and musculoskeletal disease, and even post-oncological care. What is useful to know is that the thermal spring waters of Karlovy Vary are not just ordinary mineral water. They are a centuries-old natural remedy primarily used for a specific range of internal ailments. The key to their effects lies in their complex chemical composition and their varying temperatures, which influence how the water acts inside the body. So, I'm going to explain some main disease and condition Karlovy Vary spring water are used to treat. Used for digestive system disease, the primary focus. The mineral water is the most important component of the drinking cure, targeting the entire digestive tract, stomach and duodenum, treating conditions like chronic stomach problems, ulcers, and functional disorders, helping with chronic constipation, irritable bowel syndromes, and conditions after intestinal surgery, supporting chronic disease of the liver, improving liver function, regulating bile production, and treating gallbladder issues, also helping pancreas, assisting in the management of chronic pancreatic disease. Our first stop is the Freedom Spring. This 11th Karlovy Vary mineral spring is hidden within a simple octagonal wooden gazebo on the left bank of the Tepla River. The spring was discovered in the 1860s while digging the foundation for Spa 3. It was initially called the Spa Spring until 1918. It bore the name of the Emperor Franz Joseph I, and finally, in 1946, it was given the current name Freedom Spring. We are now reaching the majestic Mill Colonnade and the rock spring. The rock spring has temperature water 47 to 53 Celsius. Originally, the spring erupted right in the bed of the Tepla River. Today, it is captured by the boreholes deep inside the Bernard rock. It is one of the cooler springs and primarily aids with digestive problems. These cooler springs tend to be slower acting and are often prescribed for individuals with lower acidity of certain types of constipation. The spa physician always customize the drinking cure, specify which spring, how much water, and when to drink, and it usually before meals while walking slowly. It is a precise, individualized process. Voda je slaná. As we walk forward, we are now greeted by what is arguably the most recognizable and majestic structure in all of Karlovy Vary Spa quarter. The Mill Colonnade, an ode to health and history. This is the masterpiece of famed architect Josef Zítek, the same brilliant mind who designed the National Theatre in Prague, built between 1871 and 1881. The colonnade is a stunning example of neo-Renaissance design, built to shelter the delicate spring vases and the hundreds of daily visitors who come to take the waters. The sheer scale of the colonnade is breathtaking. It stretches for 130 meters, acting as a ground cover promenade imaging standing beneath its long, unified roof, supported by no less than 124 massive Colotrian columns. It truly feels like walking through a classical temple dedicated to healing. We are now at the Lebuše Spring. The water is very hot. It is about 63.4 Celsius. Its composition is well balanced, and due to its temperature, very hot, it is used for the complex treatment for the digestive tract and musculoskeletal disease. In the Mill Colonnade there is also Mill Spring. It is the oldest and most famous of the colonnade springs. second only to the Vřídlo Geyser itself. The temperature is quite hot, flowing out at about 58 to 61 Celsius. Now since 16th century, its name comes from mill that once stood nearby on the Tepla River. It was one of the very first waters recommended for drinking cures, as far back as 1705, and its water was once bottled and shipped worldwide. So these waters are highly complex. Mineral content is highly effective in regulating metabolism. For example, it is helping diabetes mellitus, helping to stabilize blood sugar levels, also helping obesity and lipid metabolism, used in the comprehensive treatment of weight management and fat metabolism's multifunctions. Goat, assisting the body in removing uric acid due to its diuretic and uricosuric properties. Also treating other conditions, the therapy extends beyond the digestive tract to offer broader systemic support. Musculoskeletal system, all the baths and other procedures are key here. The drinking cure is proven adjuvant therapy for degenerative problems of the spine and large joints. Also helping oncological disease, used as part of the post-treatment care after complex anti-tumor therapy is completed and clinically inactive. Also, it is good for overall wellness. The water is known to detoxify the body, strengthen the immune system, and improve the overall physical condition. Now we have the window to talk more about my channel. So I wish to take a moment to talk a little bit about my channel. Anyone who regularly watch my videos certainly realize a lot of effort and time goes into creating them. I pour incredible passion into these videos and invest a huge amount of time and effort to show you the beauty of places that should be close to everyone's hearts. Well, particularly to people living in Slovakia and Czech Republic and people that like these countries and visiting them. Okay, if you enjoy my work and want to be a part of this journey, now is the perfect time to show your support. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button and truly believe you will enjoy traveling along with me. If you do, please give this video a like and leave a nice comment. I know everyone understands that running a channel like this one is demanding on time, not to mention the financial investment. I put my time and energy into the content I present in this way. I hope it is clear that I make my videos meticulously and seriously, and that every one of my vlogs has a purpose. I strive to give it meaning. The commentary is essential, but you really must watch from beginning to end, because otherwise you miss the cultural experience, the climax and the whole point of the journey. I want people to understand that every single one of my narrated vlogs has its own story and message. So it is necessary to watch the entire video carefully, even if it is long, because it makes sense and the vlog builds to a climax. I genuinely believe everyone will take away many positive things as we explore both well-known and unknown places together. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up and let me know in the comments where you would most like to travel next, or let me know when you wish I will travel to film further vlogs. So that's for me, and now we are going to move back, and because we have still a lot to explore in this beautiful journey. And also I need to point out that this is part 1 of this journey, because it is more than an hour, so I divided into 2 parts. So this is part 1, and in the future I will do part 2, which is also very nice. We are now going to take a look at the Market Colonnade and the Hot Spring Colonnade, and then we will continue on the city theatre, where we will finish the first part of this walk. So stay with me until then, it is going to be even more interesting. We are now arrived at the Market Colonnade. It is a wooden structure in the Swiss style, richly decorated with carvings. It was built on the site of the old Karlovy Vary town hall between 1882 and 1883, according to the design of the famous Viennese architects Ferdinand Fellner and Hermann Helmer. The actual construction of the buildings, which was originally intended as a temporary structure, was entrusted to the master carpenter Oesterhey from Vienna between 1904 and 1905. The colonnade was extended over the outflow of the market spring according to the design of Franz Drobny, the director of the municipal construction office. At the outflow of the local spring, then called Žrout, the Glutton, and today the Charles IV Spring, in the area of the historic marketplace below the castle tower. Emperor Charles IV is said to have already been treating his sick limbs according to legend. The oldest Karlovy Vary baths also used to stand in these very places. The spring outflows here were originally protected by a simple column gazebo and a short promenade hall. This Market Colonnade provides public access to the outflow of three separate thermal mineral springs: Charles IV Spring, Market Spring, and Lower Castle Spring. The Castle Spring is a single major spring that is captured and channeled into two locations. So the Lower Castle is available inside the Market Colonnade for the general public. The Upper Castle Spring located in the Castle Colonnade, and it is generally only accessible to the clients of the Castle Spa. And the current structure is a faithful copy of the original 1883 design. It was extensively reconstructed and renovated between 1991 and 1993, restoring the delicate wooden carvings and overall Swiss style facade. The Market Spring has a notable history of being temperamental since its discovery. In 1838, it has repeatedly vanished and reappeared. To ensure stable and reliable flow for spa treatments today, several bore hotels had to be drilled to capture its water. There is also available a legend of Charles IV. A bronze relief panel is located above the Charles IV Spring, depicting the famous legend of the founding of Karlovy Vary. The story holds that Emperor Charles IV was hunting deer when a wounded animal leg was cured after drinking or stepping into the hot spring water, leading the emperor to order a town built on the site. We are now moved to the place called Hot Spring Colonnade, which basically it is the glass window building that we passed right now. And we are now facing the magnificent Roman Catholic Church of Saint Mary Magdalene. This church is a breathtaking architectural highlight of the city, standing as a High Baroque masterpiece right in the heart of the Spa zone. Considered one of the most important Baroque monuments in the Czech Republic, it is a national cultural monument. The church was built in 1733 to 1736 by the famous Czech architect Kilián Ignác Dientzenhofer, replacing an older Gothic church on the same spot that was ruined by several fires. Dientzenhofer designed the church with an elliptical floor plan, which was one of his favorite innovations of the time. The facade is crowned by two characteristic Baroque towers with onion domes. It is worth to mention that visitors can often take tours of the crypt to see the ossuary and view the indigenous historical construction of the church foundations. Now we are going to enter the Hot Spring Colonnade. This colonnade is the central feature of Karlovy Vary Spa Resort, famous for the magnificent geyser it contains. These statues inside it in the main hall of the Hot Spring Colonnade is a statue of Hygeia, the Greek goddess of health, cleanliness and hygiene. She is often seen holding a serpent or bowl, symbolizing the healing arts. The glass dome, the glass prism dome that arcs over the main geyser, is the work of sculptor Jan Fischer, and it is designed to symbolize the beating heart of the spa town. The spring inside is called geyser. typically gush to a height of up to 12 meters, and it is the hottest spring in the Czech Republic, with a temperature of 73.4 Celsius. It is the only spring in Karlovy Vary currently used for preparing the therapeutic thermal bath. The water is also channeled into drinking fountains, but it must be cool first. The current structure is a modern functionalist building made of glass and reinforced concrete. It was designed by architect Jaroslav Otruba and completed in 1975. Back to history, this is actually the fifth structure built over the geyser spring, replacing several previous variations of colonnade, including a grand neo-Renaissance cast iron colonnade by Fellner and Helmer. That cast iron structure had to be dismantled due to corrosion in 1939. Now we will move to the main hall. Contains 5 separate spring bowls or vases, which tap into the geyser source. The water in these bowls is cooled to different safer temperatures, from 72 or 74 to 50 or to 30, to be able to be suitable for the prescribed drinking cure. Also, it is worth to mention the underground. A unique feature of the Hot Spring Colonnade is the underground tour below the main hall, when visitors can explore the complex system of pipes and boreholes used for pumping and distributing the thermal water. I do hope this guided information I have provided you have enjoyed and found informative and useful. It has been a pleasure sharing the details of Karlovy Vary most significant site with you. We will now enjoy the rest of this walk, which will end by the beautiful municipal theatre. If you liked our tour, then give me a thumb up, and if you have not been subscribing and are new, then consider subscribing to this channel for more historical and architectural deep dives. So thank you for walking with me. Bye.